Police vehicles are something that the GTA player base has been wanting for years, and Rockstar has obviously finally given us all of the police vehicles that were supposed to be released 2 years ago due to, well, let's just say real life events. The police update was postponed, and we got the vehicles at a later time. But today we have over 12 cop cars that exist in GTA Online. Some of them are really cool. For example, right now I'm in the FX Interceptor. You probably wouldn't even think that this is a police car, but as you can see from the lights and, well, I guess just the rear lights, this does actually have police sirens, and cars will still pull over to the side of the road, as you can see, with my lights and sirens active, which is really, really cool. I wanted to make a sleeper cop car, and this was kind of my build that I went for here, so yeah, it's pretty cool. You can obviously see the police equipment on the inside, plus the shotgun rack. But either way, in today's video, I'm going to be showcasing each and every cop car available in Grand Theft Auto Online. This video was an absolute pain to make because it literally cost me over $80 million to purchase and upgrade every single police variant vehicle in GTA Online. So if you enjoy this type of content, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. It means a lot, and it obviously helps out the channel. And obviously, if you want to see more videos like this on other types of vehicles, let me know in the comments. With that being said, let's get straight into it. And we're going to start off with the two first cop vehicles which were added into the game, being the Stanier LE Cruiser and the Stanier Unmarked Cruiser. These vehicles are exactly the same. The only difference is that the Unmarked Cruiser does not get any of the special upgrades that the Stanier does. We can see this one obviously has the light bar on the front. You've obviously got the bumper, the ramming capabilities, and you have the light bar on the top. You do not get that capability on the unmarked cruiser. It's literally just an unmarked cruiser. I tried to make it like the most nonchalant color possible, just like a turd brown. You wouldn't look twice when you saw this driving down the road. Too bad I can't remove that light bar on the inside, though, because that does make it very obvious that it is a police vehicle. But in general, very, very cool car. I like both of these. They are quite expensive, but in general, I think they look really nice, especially with kind of the Park Ranger livery that I think is unique to this vehicle. I think it matches it really, really well. Then we have one of my favorite, and probably your favorite, of the police vehicles as well. This is the Gauntlet Interceptor. This is one of the more expensive ones, but you can get the trade price by simply doing the Cluck and Bell Farm Raid, which if you haven't done, I would highly recommend you do. It's basically the same as the normal Bravado Gauntlet Hellfire, but the only difference is that it's got police liveries, lights, and sirens. I think it looks freaking epic, though. Especially with the police racing livery. You gotta agree. This looks amazing. It's one of the best looking police vehicles. And honestly, I think it's just one of the best looking cars Rockstar's put into GTA. We have the Impaler SZ Cruiser, which is another very, very nice looking vehicle. It's not my favorite, you know, it's kind of mediocre looking, but it's nice that there's a lot of customization going for it. That's what I'll say. Some of the police vehicles don't really have much in terms of customization, and it's kind of boring. So the ones that do actually have customization, and Rockstar lets you put a frickin' eagle on the front, I'm going to like more. And this one I do really like the look of. I think it looks absolutely sick. This is one that obviously doesn't have much customization going for it, the Dorado Cruiser. This is honestly just a big waste of money. All of the cop cars in general are a big waste of money unless you have millions and millions of dollars lying around. I mean, look at how much money it costs to buy the average cop car. 3 million, 5 million, 5 million, 3.6, 5, 5, 5, 4.7, 5.4. I mean, the amount of money it costs to buy these vehicles is absolutely insane, and it definitely makes sense. Also, I don't know if you count this as a cop car, but there's also the Park Ranger vehicle. I just don't own it because I don't really count it in the same category. But the Dorado, it's alright, but for the amount of money it costs, I would assume it should have better customization, and especially when we break into the Terminus in a little bit, I think that's just a much better off-road vehicle. But hey, if you like it, I guess you can pick it up. Moving on, we have a very, very nice classic vehicle, the Bravado Greenwood Cruiser. I think this looks amazing. I tried to give it kind of like a Western vibe. I think this looks fantastic. You can obviously let me know your feelings. Now, something that's really disappointing about the Greenwood Cruiser is that you can't put a Monty Tech plating on it, to what I'm aware. I tried. I could not put a Monty Tech plating on this vehicle. which really sucks. Why would you ever buy the Greenwood Cruiser when you can just buy the normal Greenwood and then put Amani Tech armor on it? I don't know. I think it looks really nice. I really actually do like the style and overall everything of this car. It's just super disappointing that it does not have Amani Tech capabilities, even though the other variant does. We have the FX Interceptor, which you obviously saw a little bit of before. This is my sleeper build. I think this is the most sleeper build you can get in the game, and that's because it just looks like a sports car, right? It's very hard to see any of the, peripherals or anything on the vehicle. I like it. I love the FX Interceptor. I think it's a very, very fun cop car. And then we arrive to the other side of my garage. We got another classic vehicle here, the Impaler LX Cruiser. This one, I kind of went with like a sleek design. I think it looks really clean. I actually am a big fan of classic vehicles in GTA, and I don't know. This one just looks sick. Kind of reminds me of like the North Yankton cop cars. I wish that we could put the North Yankton kind of snow livery on them, but unfortunately, Rockstar does not allow us to do that. But it still looks very, very nice. We have the Canis Terminus Patrol, which, if you take a look on the side here, does have the armor paneling that normal Imani Tech vehicles do, like the Canis Terminus. So to what I'm aware, this is the only vehicle that has police lights and sirens that also can survive more than one explosion. And I think that this is also an incredibly nice looking police vehicle. I think you guys can agree. So out of all the police cars I'm showcasing today, I would honestly say the Terminus is probably the best buy. Not only is it very fast, not only is it amazing at off-roading, but it looks amazing, and it's literally the only one that features Imani Tech capabilities. So that's probably the best bet to go for, at least in my eyes. Then we arrive to one of my favorite looking police vehicles, this one being the Cara Cara Pursuit. It's obviously just another reskinned Cara Cara, but I don't know. I just love the design of this. I've always been a big fan of trucks, and this vehicle really, it just checks all the boxes. I'm a huge fan of this, and definitely, this is another one that if you're looking for a police pickup, it's one I'd recommend to get. It looks amazing. Then we kind of have a mediocre one in between here, the Willard Outreach Faction. I don't really know why anybody would buy this cop car. Let me know in the comments if you did buy it and why. I don't know, I think it's pretty ugly. I think out of all the cop cars in GTA, this is my least favorite. It's just an ugly vehicle. That's really as much as I can say. And then we finish off with the Coquette D10 Pursuit, which is a whopping 3.5 million more than the normal Coquette D10, but still a very, very nice looking vehicle. I mean, you gotta agree, this is such a pretty cop car. At the end of the day, buying a cop car is never going to be a good investment. It's a waste of money. But I do like the way they look, and if you have hundreds of millions of dollars lying in your account, you don't mind spending a little of it to get a cop car, then really there's no harm or foul. My recommendation, though, is before buying the cop car variants, buy the normal variant, right? You can buy a Coquette D10 on Legendary Motorsport right now for 1.5 million. Instead of spending 5.6 million on this cop car if you don't want to get it with the trade price, before doing that, probably buy the normal Coquette, drive it, see how you like it, and then if you decide, gee, I really like this car, I want to get the cop car variant, then you can buy it, because you're at least knowing what you're buying, right? I wouldn't recommend to spend 5.6 million on a vehicle that you haven't had any ability to mess around with or test, especially when there's a much cheaper variant available. So that's my personal opinion, but you can let me know what you think in the comments down below. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and if you'd like to see more content like this, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!